As told by Baba Chijioke, elder of Umuaka Village, come closer, child. Sit by the fire and listen. What I'm about to share is not just a tale, it is truth carried in the bones of our people. You see, not all stories begin with heroes or end with warriors. Some start with shame and end with grace. It happened many harvests ago. I was a young man then, my hands still calloused from weaving raffia baskets with my father near the great Iroko tree. We had just finished a batch to sell at the next yam festival when the wind brought whispers from the western part. Ngozi had returned. Yes, that Ngozi, the potter's daughter. She was once the pride of our village, sharp-minded, respectful, hands blessed by Allah herself. The way she shaped clay, she could mold the story of a lifetime into a single calabash. The elders spoke her name with hope. The young men spoke it with dreams. But one morning, just after the first rains, she vanished. No farewell, no trace, just gone like smoke in Harmattan. People talked, as they do. She followed a stranger, they said. Maybe a man from across the river? Others muttered about shame, disgrace, pride. And her parents, Papa Okoro and Mama Adaeze, oh, how they changed. Their laughter withered. Papa Okoro, once tall and loud like a rooster, became quiet. And Mama Adaeze, she prayed so much the ground under her mat grew hollow. Then, one day, a full season later, just as the sun tipped behind the hills, she reappeared. She walked into the village barefoot, her wrapper torn at the edge, dust on her skin, and a baby tied to her back. A baby child, a little boy, dark like the rich Indioma soil, wide-eyed like he held the whole sky in his gaze. The women fetching water dropped their calabashes. The children stopped playing. The old men clicked their tongues. But Mama Adais, that woman didn't care for any of it. She ran like a young girl, arms open, wailing tears of both joy and sorrow. She wrapped them both, daughter and grandchild, in her arms and said not one word of blame. And that child is where love speaks louder than shame. But peace, like a pot, is always in danger of cracks. The very next morning, the elders summoned Papa Okoro to the Obi. I remember standing just outside, pretending to fix a broom, but really listening. This is disgrace, one of them spat. A child born outside marriage, a girl who vanishes and returns with nothing but silence and a burden. They told Papa Okoro that Ngozi and the baby should be sent away. To cleanse the family's shame, they said. Ah! Shame? Papa Okoro stood up slow. He tied his red wrapper farm around his waist and looked them dead in the eyes. She is my daughter, he said. And that boy? He is my blood. I will not bury my heart to feed your pride. And just like that, he left. No apology, no bowing. From that day on, life changed for them. People turned their backs. Some children were warned not to play near Ngozi's hut. Her pots, once praised, were now passed over. But still, they lived, they walked, they smiled when they could. And little Chima, Chima, that boy grew like a palm tree in good soil. By 5, he was mimicking birds. By 7, he carved small figurines from leftover yam sticks. He called them spirits, and his hands moved like he remembered a word before this one. Then came the merchant. A tall man from Okigwe passed through on his trade route and saw Chima carving by the stream. He stopped, watched, then asked, "Whose boy is this?" When he found out, he asked to take Chima as his apprentice. "This one is touched by the gods," he said. And so Chima left, not out of shame, but for destiny. Years passed. Ngozi kept making pots. Papa Okoro and Mama Adaeze grew older, but never bitter. And then, one dry season when the earth cracked from thirst and even the flies rested in the shade, Chima returned. Not a boy anymore, a man. Tall, skin smooth like polished wood, with a calm smile and eyes that had seen many moons. He brought gifts: oils, herbs, soft cloth, and he brought a dream. He asked to build a healing house near the stream, a place where people could come for roots, salves, and songs of medicine. The same elders who once cursed his name now praised his work. And then, as the fate wished to write a full circle, the village chief fell ill. No one could help, not the diviner, not the traveling herbalist. It was Chima, quiet, steady Chima, who brewed a bitter tea from a strange bark and placed cool stones on the chief's temples. By the third morning, the fever broke, and on the fourth, the chief called the village together. I was once blind, he said, his voice cracked from weakness but strong with truth. But your light, Chima, has shamed our darkness. You are not shame, you are blessing. That night the drum shook the dust. The moonlight danced on every rooftop. And there, in the crowd, stood Mama Adais with Ngozi beside her, both proud. Papa Okoro leaned on his carved staff, singing a song older than any of us. A tree may sway, but its roots do not forget the soil. And you, my child, should remember this. Shame is loud, but love is louder. People will talk, but parents must love. And if your heart is true, even the wind will carry your name with honor.